Hi guys. Today's the what? The 2nd of November. I woke up from a dream this morning. For some reason I'm kind of nervous. And I know there's not a lot of you on here, but I'm tired of my videos not uploading. So this is the quickest way. This is an urgent dream that I had. That's a warning that has had me shook up. Because I just found out some information a little while ago about what's going on. I am actually shaking right now. I'm emotional because people are not understanding what is about to happen in the United States or around the world, period. They think it's not coming to America, and it is. You guys are in denial. I don't do videos for fame. I don't do videos for attention. I don't even get paid to do them. I work 2 jobs. I don't have time, but I am making time today for you guys. I have been put down and mocked a lot lately, and you know what? That's okay, because the stream that I had, it's the tip of the iceberg. I asked God last night as I was praying for everyone that has asked for prayer. I said, God, what is coming? I know you're coming back. I've had lots of dreams about NATO, China, Russia, about coming on our grounds. I've had dreams about nuclear war. When the bombs come down, we go up. Well, here's this dream. So I dreamt that for some reason there was a setup of sales on these sidewalks. And I was on my bike for some reason, and I couldn't get my bike even through any of these aisles because there was just so many people blocking the road. And this dream was so real. Sorry. My heart is just so heavy. But the items that were for sale was foods that we needed to stock up on. There was food, like breads, cereals, non-perishables. There was toilet paper. There was razors. And me, I had some lemons and breads and canned beans. Okay? And that was what I had for sale. And they were in these big boxes that was sitting on these tables. And I remember my table was tall. I don't know why. I'm only 5'2". I'm really short. Okay, and I saw Brian, which is a guy that I know. He had ginormous gallons of corn for Chinese food, like these big jugs that you would get for Chinese food, and it was the little pieces of corn. Okay, and the next thing I know, I went back to the house where we was all celebrating some event, and my in-laws was there, and my father-in-law was making beans. Okay, like baked beans, pork and beans or whatever, and we ended up running out. And so before I ran to go get more, for some reason, I don't understand this part of my dream. I think it represents me using the resources that I have. I used spaghetti noodles and chopped them up to make them and docked them up for beans. And I remember having, putting them on sandwiches because we were trying to feed our families. And we ran out of food. So I had to go use my stock. Okay, back to the sale to grab cans of beans, and I saw that there was these 3 gentlemen that were there, and they were huge. They were 7 foot tall or taller. Okay, and I'd say that they was sitting around my stuff, and they was waiting on me, and I have no clue who they was. So they had a paper map. Oh, and this is what really struck me. And they said, take a look. And I saw Michigan, the state of Michigan. I'm an hour south of Michigan. But yeah, I'm like 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours from Chicago. It makes no sense where my location is. But, anyways, and it said, take a look. And when I did, Michigan was surrounded with ships. There was 6 of them to be exact. And they were called Mediterranean vessels. And then I got a text message on my phone, guys, from Putin himself that said, hope you're stocked up because we are in Washington as well. And you won't know when it hits. And I said, wow, we are all having all these events and no one knows that it is a sign to stock up and prepare for what's coming. Not one of these people that were having these sales knew the reason why is to stock up. And then I woke up. That dream was so intense, guys. It was to the point. And then, Yemen declares war and Russia prepares attack to Baltics. Germany issues ominous warning about war in Europe, and the U.S. passes resolution to attack Iran as Putin revokes its nuclear test ban treaty. Oh, I feel so sick. Brian means strong, noble, high, and it means hill. Okay, I know that this represents the surroundings of Israel, the war that's coming, and the U.S. is going to eventually pull away from Israel because now they have NATO countries that are joining this fight. And before all this hell breaks loose, we could be raptured out of here. Okay? And the House passes a resolution 559 saying to do whatever it takes to stop Iran from going nuclear, and we already know that they are. Oh my gosh. And then Israel is actively being attacked from all 5 directions: Gaza, West Bank, Lebanon, Syria, and Yemen. And I don't know if you guys remember, but Yemen, of course, there's CERN portals that's been all over the world, but Yemen is the most evil and demonic country that opened up CERN from the beginning. They had portals that opened where literally they had fallen demons fallen out of the skies once this portal opened. This was several years ago. I want to say this was in 2018. I remember this. And so now the dreams that I've had of Russia and NATO, I believe the reason why is because we are surrounded. Our borders have been opened, guys, intentionally. And we've already seen inside jobs over in several different states that has been happening. And the U.S. military, okay, this at first was just talk. No, now this is fact. And I know I've talked about this in my other dreams. Okay, the U.S. military is preparing for a draft. 800 potential new recruiters were told to drop their lives, move and show up to their new posts in 6 days. Now there is a need for more recruiters to be paper pushers for something very huge. This isn't just now hearsay. This is fact that they have now drafted people. They have sent the draft out. And I went to work today for a gentleman, and I've talked about him before. He was in the Vietnam War, and he even said that, yeah, they're pushing because they stopped the draft years ago. And now they ended up bringing it back because we just don't have enough people fighting. But what's happening, they're sending all these people overseas while we have nothing. Our borders are completely open. We have all these illegals here. Rice and beans and our bread and our foods and our prices are getting ready to soar through the roof. I'm emotional because I have tried for years to wake my family up. I've tried for years to wake people up, and they're saying, oh, this isn't going to happen. This isn't going to happen. You're crazy, Marianne. Yes, I am crazy. I'm absolutely crazy about God. I'm crazy about warning people. It's in my blood. I can't stop. I want to, but I can't. It's my calling. Okay, and Today is the second, right? And the second, they said, is now in the ark, okay? And November 3rd means the ark door closes, all right? October 14th, they stated with the stars and the sun, the moon and the stars officially started the Feast of Trumpets. October 28th was the blood moon eclipse, the lunar eclipse, which was the beginning of the Feast of Tabernacles, and Israel was also attacked. Okay, this is talking about I'm shaking, guys. Oh, because this stuff is not, this is a warning. This is a dire emergency warning to the United States. You guys have got to get stocked up and prepared. I don't know how much longer we are going to be here. I know we are momentarily getting ready to leave, but imminence, you guys have to understand on God's timing. Stop looking at all these calendars. Just disregard them. You know why? Because God tells us our sign is Israel. Our signs are in the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's what we are to be looking for, not dates. And I'm not looking at dates. Dates give us time markers of events that have occurred or are going to occur. Now, we've had the solar eclipse, we've had the lunar eclipse, which is spoken of in several different spots of the Bible, along with Israel surrounding and this war. We know that when the bombs come down, we go up. We are getting ready to go nuclear. I don't know how much longer we have. God is outside of time and space. God is outside of our realm. Okay? And we have what? The midterm elections around the 4th or whatever of this month. Now we have that the the 15th we had until the U.S. to do their government shutdown. The 15th it either gets lifted or it stops. I believe with all of my heart that they're not going to come up with another resolution. We are so far into debt, trillions of dollars, it's going to take a lifetime for us to pay it back the other countries. There's no way we could be able to pay them back. Okay, on the 11th of this month, 11/11, 11/11 is judgment. My sister Sarah is going to be 36. She's 11 months younger than me. Ironically, all of us girls, us kids are 11 months apart. She's having a little girl named Amaya Rose. And Amaya means heavenly valley, and it also means the end. She is due on Christmas Day. So when people say, "Oh my gosh, you're into astrology," or you're using what's the word? Numbers. What's that called? I don't know what it's called, but I'm not going off that. I'm going off because these are very prophetic. My sister Sarah, the middle name Rose means meadow, hope and love, and it also means the bloodshed of Jesus Christ, in parentheses, the cross. Could this be the crossing over of the Exodus? I don't know. I just know that these times that we are in with the baby is very prophetic. Now, my other sister-in-law's baby shower is also that day. That day is also Veterans Day. That day is also my sister's birthday. And also my nephew, they're having a baby boy. And she's due in March 9th, the day that I lost my miscarriage, which I find ironic because that's exactly the same timing as the barley harvest, okay? And the doctor said, won't make it past Christmas. And my sister is a believer, Sarah. She is saved. The other one is not. She does not believe at all. So it's major prophetic prophecies that, coming to pass that I truly believe with these names. Also, the Veterans Day, this is also a few days before, like I said, the resolution to be passed. The 8th day, or the 8th of this month, there's been a lot of talk that we're in high watch time because it could be the 8th day of the feast or the mystery day. I don't know. I didn't dig into that. I just know that also this corn, okay, represents the harvest, because right now all the farmers are in their field finishing up the corn fields. for the harvest, and we just had that harvest moon, guys. And then today is the second, which 11:2 means an Israeli or Israelite leader, and I believe that this is representing the Antichrist getting ready to come in full fold. I believe that this war is getting ready to go nuclear. I believe that if you have been told by God to prep, it is for a reason. I don't know if it's for the left behind. I don't know if it's for those right now who are in need of food. I don't know. I just know it is a warning. And if my dreams come to pass the way that they are, then we are getting ready to see some things that we never thought we would ever see in our lifetime. We are spared from wrath. We are not spared from tribulation. We are in the tribulation. We are not in the great tribulation. There is a difference. We are in the beginning of sorrows. Okay? You cannot guarantee through a date that we are going to be raptured at a certain date. Absolutely not. Every date that anybody's ever predicted has come and gone. So that is why I'm warning. Something major is about to happen. And this is plain as day. And it's going to deal with the United States borders. And it's going to deal with Russia. I'm telling you guys that now. That much I do know. Jesus is about to return. I love you guys. God bless you. And I hope and pray that whatever God has showed you guys, that you guys please listen. And I know Jesus is about to return. I don't know the day or hour. We are definitely in the season. That is what we are looking for. I will see you guys there in the air. God bless.